Hey everybody, this is Reaper, and today we're playing Seul, alone, the Entree. I don't remember getting this game, and I don't remember what it's about, but I think it's going to be weird. It's about to begin again. Shh, I know. Well, how far do you think? Not very well. Now keep quiet, would you? We're about to begin. Tumble out? Okay. Oh, wait, what the heck? Everything is black, but it feels thick, almost blanketly. Complete darkness totally surrounds you. All you can feel is a hard floor beneath your feet. It's smooth and polished. You're sure of that. The darkness can be felt against your skin, like it has a solidity to it in some way. There are no sounds or smells, but you feel if there were, they would have to work slightly harder to move through the velvet veil of darkness. You hear a lady with a soft, silky voice. Looking for something, darling? Where am I? Remember. Oh, darling, you're back where you've been before, but never happened to stay too long. You always seem to have your mind made up and bags packed. Come to think of it, her voice does have this familiar feeling in a way. Could this be a dream? What's your name? Okay, I guess that's the girl. Everything comes into focus, almost pushing the darkness away. It's her, the voice. She's slumped in a chair looking at you, almost as though she's watching you without any interest, like she's seen a familiar face she knows all too well, almost completely knowing you. Amelina? Amelina's the name, darling. Nice to meet you. She smirks coyishly as if knowing something you do not. I feel like I know you, it's so strange. Well, darling, I imagine so. After all the things you've done to me. She smiles flirtatiously. Done to you? Yes, done to me over and over again. The games we played, the pain you've caused me, the pleasure. Oh, darling, the pleasure. She breathes deeply, slowly pushing her chest out, sinking even more into her chair. She closes her eyes and her hands move down towards her knees and slither upward to her inner thigh. I think you might have me confused with somebody else. Whoa, what the... Okay. After a short while, which actually felt a lot longer than it was, she breaks her stare, and the faintest smile emerges just below the stillness, then disappears just as smoothly, like a large lake fish slowly and calmly raising to the surface to gulp down the piece of floating food and heading back into the cold depths. What are the weird noises? Alright. Yes, I see you now, darling. You have a reader with you. Well, I can't help you with much. Not in the state you are in. There's no fun to be had now. Perhaps next time, maybe. I think you'd be best on your way, and I have other things to worry about. But it was good seeing you, darling. I'll be seeing you next time. Okay, then move on into the darkness. You think to yourself. Then a light pulses dimly just ahead, like being lost at sea and finally noticing the light emerging from the lighthouse. After being misplaced at sea for days, the light offers hope, land, and salvation. You move towards it, but slowly and cautiously with a serene calm. It could be the exhaustion, or it could be the precaution. It's too hard to tell. But one thing you already know is in this place, sometimes the land can be more treacherous than the sea of blackness. Walk over to... What the heck? I see nipples. Oh, Okay. So wait, I can scroll through... So I could scroll through some of this other stuff? What the heck is going on with these pictures? So I was just reading where it was putting me. Alright, whatever. I'll just keep doing that. See how that turns out. As you move closer, you realize the light wasn't pulsing at all, but swinging back and forth, slowly coming to a standstill. It now just sits above a man with no arms, sitting on an old cane... Wait, what? Sitting on an old cane and wooden chair. Okay. He is staring right into your direction, but it seems as though there's been no notice of you yet. You are still in the darkness, just on the boundary of view. I know you're out there, he yells. Walk into the light, I guess. I mean, he's got no arms. What is he gonna do? Okay, you think to yourself as you quickly glance the surroundings. There's the cane chair he is sitting on, and the floor is a polished dark redwood with heavy grains across. The deep yellow light bouncing off of the floor gives the atmosphere of a thick wine red look to it all. It tans the man. He seems calm and cool, almost like a skin tone brush stroke at the center of a canvas, completely monotoned with this warm red. His pants in the chair are almost the same shade as the floor. He almost looks like a torso with a head floating in place. His pants are dark khaki and he is wearing blackish red boots. He is tall and gaunt. If he stood up, he would lurch over me, probably. Walking the darkness, I see. What brings you over to me? I see. What an odd thing to say. Darkness, yes. Where is this place? Well, it's not dark in here, is it? For me, the darkness is everywhere, but at different depths of gloom. It's the nothingness with a lot of something, someones and somewheres. I didn't invite you. You must be a drifter, or lost, or both. You'd better keep lost, drifter, for everyone's sake. Don't stop. Never become still. Being still isn't your part to play in here. It's not the way things look. But then again, rules are meant to be played by until you question their existence. All I can say is don't leave your world here. There's no need to crash and burn. What are you talking about exactly? Yes, it's the reality of things, I suppose. The reality of what? Okay, skip through everything. Alright, whatever. So, what of non-duality then? Well, it's foreign and not welcome as a concept to either of the extremes. Why? Because letting go of these attachments would mean a loss of identity. Yes, they're precious fucking conceptions, identities. Okay, conceited identity, sorry. So, why even stop and ponder then? Why contemplate issues that never were to bother you? Why build castles in the air? Because this needs to be addressed in order to understand the order of here. The purpose, the answer, the darkness you find yourself in and all that it holds in here. All the baker has built and the outside where the crumbs dwell, okay? Would you like to hear what the answer is? No, not really. Okay, his body relaxes and his head leans back over the chair. His neck stretches at his Adam's apple, punching out from his throat. It moves up and down like a ping pong ball pushed by air. As he whispers something over and over again, you cannot hear it, but his voice sounds like a wet serpent moving through reeds in a shallow gray water. I guess let him be. He said all that he said. You notice you are just walking now, and any caution of walking into something has vanished along with the fear of what else could be out there in the dark, in the wait. One foot in front of the other, step forward, onwards in what seems a straight line. You even stop scanning your surroundings at this point, as any glimmer of light would stand out like the sun after an eclipse. Photophobia, a symptom of abnormal intolerance to visual perception of light. What is with all the weird noises and stuff in this game? Let's see, damn it, damn this place and its non-rational You think as you move forward like an exposed lamb who wandered too far from the flock. Yeah, and surrounded by wolves in the fucking dead of night. Everything and everyone here are so unknown, so obscure, it's a constant threat. Everything is a threat here. Everything. You feel your chest tighten along with your fists, your jaw clenches, and the panic is quickly turned to anger and frustration. Your strides forward become more controlled, pushing out all the fear as it becomes replaced with resolve. This fuel won't last forever, but it feels good for a while as you move on. Lumia Baru? Electricity, surely it's connected. F***. You ponder as you take a deep breath and begin to stand. Your knees creak and feel rusty as you turn yourself to the upright position you've spent so much time. Move towards the entrance, I guess? You move cautiously across the silent, spongy grass. Your stomach begins to knot, and a tremor of fear bulges its way out of your throat like a cancer that will begin to spread if you don't swallow it back down. You swallow as you guardingly grab onto the 10-inch tarp. Pull up in the tarp! Welcome to the electricity of the farm, brought to you by Lumelia Beru, illuminating the aphotic. Suddenly another booth lights up to the right. An upbeat melody plays from the piano, but there is no movement. The girls seem like very realistic wax sculptures. Both booths are encased in a glass wall, so there is no chance to get close enough to study them. Survey the surrounding room, I guess. Nothing else. This sunless world, you mutter under your breath as you inspect both options. The small hallway. What the heck? Is this like an exorcism or something that's going on here? A photo sits in a basic frame on the wall opposite to the door. You study it for some time. Then you grip the door handle and you stare back at the image again, and suddenly a deep burning fills your lungs. It feels good. You turn and face the door once more, leaving the picture behind. Here we f***ing go again. Turn the handle. The darkness invades again, ever present, but in the not too far distance you see a light, another path. You decide to head for it. The walk is quick, but somehow you feel within yourself that you have traveled a considerable distance from where you once were. As you approach, you hear sobbing, moving closer. I want to get out of here. I want to get out of here. You hear a female voice weakly saying through bouts of sobbing. You have walked to a solid wall. To your right is where the light and the sobbing is originating from. Everywhere else is in the darkness, so there's only one way to go. You turn the corner, and there sits a lady of middle age, very still, and she seems to be looking at something across the room, hidden in the dark just to your left. You look over. There seems to be nothing. Your focus switches back to the lady, who may just be in some sort of trance. Suddenly you hear the sobbing coming from just behind her. A door. The sobbing is coming from just behind her. Okay, I step forward. You step forward, now exposing your presence from the darkness. Hello? You present yourself as to not shock her. She offers no response at all. You take another step looking at her, and she still does not even flinch. You look at the door and the sobbing continues. Hello? Hey lady, excuse me. What is going on in here? This time you were sure to speak louder. Still nothing. You shouldn't go in there. She is broken. You're too late, you know. A girl voice pronounced from the darkness to the left of you. Spin to the left? What the? Okay. Hello, little girl. What the f*** is the first thought? Purple shades over purple shades. Over yellow, over green, over black. Peggy is bruised beyond repair. The deformed girl speaks and then has nothing more to say. She turns away from you slowly, within a ghostly plane of existence, of reality. You look over to the lady sitting on the chair. Grief seems to have molested her face. She still offers no sign that you are there. Walk to the door and enter. You move towards the door, walking past the sitting lady. As you brush past her, she whispers, "Forgive us for what we have done." You pause just past her. It isn't grief, it is regret that has taken her and contorted her. You think as you sense urgency and worry embodies you. What is that thing? I don't know what that is. So you open the door, suddenly you feel out of place in time and space. A girl stands with her back to you inside the black room. Sobbing, her disfigurement jolts you out of comprehension or for a brief moment. Mercy burns up into your heart. What have they done to you? You mutter as your eyes fill with tears, inspecting her wounds. It a sickening mix of open wounds from surgical, some not, and what seems to be the skin grafts and treatments only to be opened up again almost over and over. You try to turn her to face you, but you cannot. It puzzles you as you then attempt to walk around her to see her face. No matter what you try, you are always left facing only the back of her head. You try all possible ways to get around her, every attempt in vain. I feel like a ghost. I want to get out of here. Please, someone, anyone help me. This is no happy ending. Most of who I was has died. What I am is still here. Hello, can I help you? You realize how stupid the last part of the question was. However, she does not stir, still oblivious to you or intentionally ignoring you. I am sorry. I am not what you wanted. Some of us are just born with tragedy in our blood. Hey, excuse me, do you need help? Again with the dumb questions, but this time you make sure to raise your voice. Still nothing. Am I just a mistake? This whole place is a fucking mistake. But you aren't. Nobody is a mistake. It's not the darkness that grabs me. It's the silence in here that grabs me. Around my throat. I cannot hide from my screaming thoughts. My head is so messed up. I feel it messed up. It's like trying to bite my own teeth. You turn to look behind you and around the room. Nothing but the mist and darkness. Always at your shoulders. Flutters of concern make their way through your stomach. The black seems darker than ever before. Please look at me, I guess. She continues, deaf to your pleas. I used to think that death was like being blind and dumb, but still conscious. I realize that now that idea was silly and naive. No, this is something entirely different. Something far worse. Being dead would be a relief compared to this. What is your name and how did you end up here? Always changing. I'm not even the same me as I was 5 minutes ago. How is it possible to change so much but not be able to change anything at all? But I still trapped in the same damn position, the same situation, left contemplating and feeling these fucking feelings. Her voice quivers at a breaking point. I just want to get out of here. I still find myself guarding my defenses. I can't help but keep building walls, around nothing. I want to get out of here too, lady. A labyrinth protecting myself so well that I can no longer find myself at the center of it. I've grown a forest that is ever expanding, constantly thickening, pushing all inner light that I have left outward. It's darker where myself sits than this whole place. I didn't even leave any crumbs to find my way back. The original pathway in and out has been obliterated with so many turns, so many back trails, circles, shortcuts, scenic routes, overs, unders, insides, and inside outs. All I want to do is get out of here. Yeah, so do I. This place is really creeping me out. She produces a razor blade. The metal glistens with no shine you have ever seen before. Your eyes bulge out from your skull. You can feel them. I'm out of here, by myself all alone. I wish they could see this world through my eyes. It all hurts so bad inside. I can't get out of here. I just want to live again. My life is nowhere, and I'm sick of hoping. I'm in here by myself all alone. I cannot take any more care. I wish they could all see the world through my eyes. I just want to live again. I just want to live again. I just want to live again. Don't do this. Please don't. What the heck? There's so much text here. There's so much text here. Oh, well, I see her face then. Okay. Finally, she turns almost as though she had heard something or she was merely searching for something or someone to eventually come. But you cannot move, and you realize you have no influence over the next few moments as they unravel right before your eyes. Exhausted, the only thing you can do is stay, in some way knowing that she was witness to, and not truly soul or alone. bringing some idea of something, if anything. So you sit beside her now. You notice calmness slowly pool over the floor as the creature empties her veins, opened by a razor. It goes on for some time, and she continues to cry as her life force spills forth and her self-affliction dulls to stillness. How can emptiness be so fucking heavy? She had no face left, and I had no voice left to protest. Will anyone besides me remember her? Her shell and forgotten memories after she erased herself. Must she just fade away once I meet my own demise? With no one to memorialize? All this fucking darkness with cryptic pathways. Could I have gotten here quicker? Was there a different path? Choices. Always choices, and now I can't live down the deceit. Ah, fuck. Why? You scream and cry, but no one is there. No one hears your calls. It just echoes back to you. Nameless emotions fill you from the bottom of your soul to the top of your lungs as you continue to cry and scream. The noises which were escaping you cease after a while. You sit beside her in an incomprehensible amount of time, silent. The dark red blood begins to dry on the edges as thick congealed crust form over it. Sometimes you don't say goodbye only once. You say goodbye over and over and over and over and over forevermore. If only someone, if only I wasn't alone. If only we weren't all left alone. If now, not only anymore, not if anymore, but now. I gotta get a fucking grip on of some sort. Composure. Think, Jesus, think. How did I even get here? Where was I before here? What was I doing? Maybe if I can just remember, I can figure out what here is, where here is. Damn it, where was I? Home. I was home, and the dog was barking outside. The television was on. One of those infomercials were playing. It was a mop. Yes, a steam mop. Woof, 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 woof. The hell is he barking at? The lamp beside the couch flickered with subtlety, but I subconsciously noticed it because I remember that detail now as I rose off the couch, heading through the kitchen straight towards the back door. The door was open and the screen door was unlocked. The light in the kitchen had this bright, artificial sting to it as I walked through. You must have been adjusting from the sleep, but damn it stung. Woof, woof, woof. I opened the back screen door. I tried turning the light on by the switch. Nothing. It was dead. Fucking shit. I could see the dog in the middle of the yard, moonlight blanketing everything to a low blackish gray. Nothing out of place except the dog. It was facing towards me, towards the house, toward the back door, avoiding the house. He sat silently, just staring at me. Estranged to me. The f*** is wrong? With a quickness, shock entangled its way through me. Fear shot down from the tip of my brain to the end of my fingers. In the kitchen, my peripheral vision saw something through the sting of artificial glare. It was something dark standing in the corner near the sink. I felt it behind me. Now I wasn't alone. Then darkness. The voices. It's about to begin again. Shh, I know. Well, how far do you think? Not very? Now keep quiet. You're about to begin. Oh, I can remember now. Move on to the darkness? Okay. In light, you realize your tears could turn this whole place into a swamp. But the realization of what you know now and what is left to figure out, you have a fire that will burn this entire shithole. Cheap class alert grammar? What? This is weird. You stand, life intensifies and raises within. The darkness welcomes you once again as you take a new step alone. I'm alive in here. I'm open wide in here. It is still all incomplete. I'm the absurd hero in here. I'll take my time and bring this whole fucking place down to the ground. The synopsis here. I know. I know I'll never let it chain me, hold me, devour me. I welcome the darkness. Not it, me. And I will avenge Peggy. Final fold. Okay. Oh, some more weird art. Yay! You reach the final fold of the entry of Alone, the Entree, written by depicted prophet Nick Severo and produced by Paranormal Games. This temporary ending. Thank you for partaking in the journey into the darkness. A special thank you to my wife and soulmate for her help, support, patience, and love. We as one. My two beautiful children who drive me crazier in all aspects each day of my life, and it always feels good. Also, David Donahue? Sorry if I'm saying any of these names wrong, too. The Oracle, who always helps us find the answer we seek. My brother and the other half of Paranormal Games. Nothing is possible without you. Within the menu is an area titled From Us to You. If you have not already looked into it, please do. There's more information regarding our hopes and plans for Alone. If you have enjoyed the journey, please share and support us. I have a lot more to unfold for you within Alone, the mains. Take care, my friends. Wow. All right. So this was Seul or Alone. This game was really cool. It wasn't really a game, it was much more of a visual novel, but it was still really good. I enjoyed it. I really liked a lot of the philosophy aspects of it. That was really cool, and just the more dark and obscure just setting of it was rather interesting. So if you guys would like to go off and play this game, I think that there is multiple endings to this. I might be wrong with assuming that. But if you guys would like to go off and play this, I'll be sure to put a link down in the description for you. Thank you guys so much for watching this. If you guys haven't already, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video with any friends, family, anybody that you think might enjoy this kind of stuff. And if you guys have been having a good day, keep on having a good day. If you guys have been having a bad day, well, I hope this video made your day just a little bit better. I hope to see all of you guys next time. Till then, stay cool, and bye.